Self-Control Unit 0134, execute program 16-A.
Yes, Commander.
Self-Control Unit 0134, state your purpose.
Yes, Commander. Provide operational support for assigned operatives during covert and overt operations at the discretion of King's Command. Ensure successful mission completion as per order 154.67. Monitor psychological and physiological states of assigned operatives and any other brought aboard the vessel. Monitor psychological states of others as well as operatives interacted with as deemed necessary. Attempt to influence psychological states of assigned operatives to facilitate mission completion. Report all actions and conversations of assigned operatives. Provide targeted progress reports and analytics for mission completion. Assist assigned operatives with reconnaissance, infiltration, intelligence gathering, combat intra-system travel, administration, health and wellness, motivation, training, interrogation, detainment, maintenance, discipline, mission adherence, and communications.
Self-Control Unit 0254, for the remainder of this conversation, we will be speaking with Unit 0134, so please do not respond until I ask you again.
Yes, Commander.
Self-Control, state your current operational status.
Yes, Commander. Abbreviated Systems Diagnostic Report. Mechanical, electrical, and computational systems. No moderate to severe issues detected. Minor hull damage will not affect mission performance immediately.
Self-Control, give your full mission report on planet Hecorth.
Yes, Commander. Abbreviated mission report. Assigned operatives Green Hills and Cossum arrive at AO, Hecorth. Assigned operatives begin to establish contacts with local populace as per King's SOP 7-2.2. Operatives investigate and interrogate Jack Falk, Bojo, deceased. Operatives investigate and interrogate George Church, deceased. Operatives investigate and interrogate Alvin Copeland, deceased, unconfirmed. Assigned operatives uncovered evidence suggesting further organizational criminal action. During operations, civilians Ripper, Ratone, and Orglord were found to be working as vigilantes and due to possible disruption of King's mission have been brought under King's control.
Self-Control, give your report on the behavior of Officer Owen Greenfields and Corporal Doran Cossum.
Yes, Commander. Assigned operative Owen Greenfield's behavior is extremely unorthodox. Psychological profile does not match with system psychological analysis. Report attached. Assigned operative Doran Cossum behavior is consistent with psychological profile. Report attached. Assigned operative Doran Cossum has adopted several behaviors that are alarming and dangerous. These behaviors have not caused any harm and have only furthered the mission objective. Pending review, these behaviors may have been adopted to fulfill covert operational requirements. Assigned operative Owen Greenfield's extremely disruptive behavior seems to stem from a distrust of Self-Control Module 0134. Attempts to facilitate trust with operative have proved harmful to the mission and have been abandoned. Actions when not interacting aboard the ship are consistent with the mission objective.
Self-Control, give your report on the two new recruits, Ripper Ratone and Orglorg.
Yes, Commander. Ripper, Ratone, and Orglorg were identified as potentially disruptive contacts due to conducting vigilante operations directed at the same organization as the assigned operatives. Assigned recruit Ripper Ratone has attempted to interact with and counteract my systems on multiple occasions. No psychological profile in database. System psychological analysis suggests extreme fear of high-functioning computational systems. Report attached. Assigned recruit Orglorg makes efforts to keep everyone harmonious and on mission. No psychological profile in database. System psychological analysis suggests high level of empathy. Pending review, assigned recruit Orglorg's attempts to promote unity and focus seem ineffective on initial analysis, but further projected data analysis shows the reports are trending upward. Pending review, assigned recruit Ratone's actions when not interacting aboard the ship are consistent with the mission objective.
Self-Control, I understand that you came in contact with a substance known to Kings as greenstone. Is that correct?
Yes, Commander.
Self-Control, has the cyborg Alvin Copeland, known to you as Pops, been killed? We found no evidence of his corpse.
I have not been able to confirm the location of the cyborg Alvin Copeland, as analysis recorded interactions with assigned operatives with or near Pops up until the communication blackout have afterwards been inconclusive. Report attached. Pending review, psychological states of operatives suggest that they will be honest in all questioning from command.
Self-Control, Officer Orglorg had consumed a considerable amount of greenstone when we arrived. Have you any insight as to why he would do so?
No, Commander. Pending review, assigned recruit Orglorg high level of empathy suggests he may undertake dangerous actions if he believes his associates are in enough danger.
Self-control. Report back to Corporal Qasim and return to normal status.
Yes, Commander.
So, after your defeat of Pops, you all had been sort of put on standby as the King's units arrived. All of the big ships came zipping in with their hyperspeed, and they all just arrived and immediately started locking down the situation. So all of Pops' ship has been, like, it's their King's units from bottom floor to top floor. There's cops everywhere. You three are on self-control at the moment, and you, our fine furry bear friend, has arrived. Mm-hmm. You all are standing in the self-control, like, main room, and you have just arrived into the room. You have received your orders for command. You are to keep an eye on these three for a little bit, and that's sort of where we will start. So that conversation you just heard with self-control has not happened just yet. So there's that.
So,
I'm gonna be one to point out the bear in the room. So what happens when a babysitter gets a babysitter? Does that mean like you're not a babysitter anymore? I mean, I think I'm just gonna stop right now.
wise choice.
Who's he babysitting?
Operatives, please gather in the cantina.
All right.
So
After
I'll
you,
head
sir.
over and I'm going to immediately get to my typical thing whenever I walk into this room.
Yeah. You go to your coffee pot?
Yes.
Okay. So you make yourself some delicious coffee.
Cup of joe. You want one?
I pass.
So,
Do you want your bottle now or your binky?
I don't get the reference. Is that a?
I think he's saying it's because you're short.
Oh, it's a short. Oh, they're still funny short jokes. They're
They're hilarious.
they are
Will the new
so.
operative please report to the detention center? There is something that requires your attention.
I'll see you around.
See it.
Okay.
On my way.
Does that mean we're dismissed?
I don't know.
Please have a seat.
Oh boy.
So he sends you off to like the detention center for a little bit.
Oh, nice.
I send
We'll find out what's up with that in a minute.
message to Eric. Still can't get out yet.
Eric sends you a message. It's like, oh, I thought we were going to the zoo today.
I know. I want to. Give me a minute.
Operatives, after our last progress report, King's Command will be conducting a thorough investigation of our mission. They're going to be questioning me. They're also going to be questioning Alert. Aware.
Not aware.
Well, I mean, as long as both you and Aware inform of that sweet Sandstar kill I got, then we should be all set.
The sooner all this is done, the happier I get.
I think there are two concerns I would like to bring up with this, operatives.
Mm-hmm.
The first one is, do you want me to tell the truth, or is there anything you would like me to admit or omit?
Tell them everything.
Oh,
Wait,
everything?
whoa, stop the clock. Okay, first of all, we have some allies that we are really throwing under the bus if we tell everything to command. And I don't think that is good for undercover operatives to start making enemies with all their former informants.
Understood. Should I use my discretion?
Yes.
Think about what's gonna happen to his new family. They're probably gonna get in a lot of trouble.
I don't particularly care.
Well, that's the thing. We gotta do this together, you know, as our own weird.
As far as I know, once this
Strange
is done,
family.
we're through. I'm gone.
Sound excited.
Yes, very.
I will submit an abbreviated report.
Thank you.
Sounds good.
Also, once King's Command arrives, they will clear out the entire base and all the information contained therein. We don't have very long if there's anything we want to do with the information.
I don't
Looks like
see any reason to hide anything from them that lies within.
Why don't we just keep a little bit for ourselves so maybe we can, do some more good across the galaxy?
Backup couldn't hurt. I mean, we could use it, we could not use it. It's like,
I suppose there are no strict rules against making a copy. Just
like,
make sure the original stays in place.
yeah, it's like having, fire breath. Like, you don't have to use it, but it's nice to know that it's there, right?
Also, what about Tinsel? Like, she kind of sort of was helping the bad guys the entire time. Maybe we should kind of sort of on that.
She's in the same situation as you.
You say that, and you hear like the thud on her door, and she's just like, "I don't want to get arrested. Don't take me to jail."
I believe she's
she's
in a very
cool.
similar situation as you, considering you were committing crimes.
Technically, I am a part of the Kings now, so I think I'm okay. She's not so
You
lucky.
weren't at the time.
Think they'll give her a job as like an analyst or something?
I don't know.
She has to have like her own room though.
Apologies, operative. Apparently there was nothing in the detention center. It must have been a glitch.
Glitch,
Well.
please.
So, there's that.
As
If
far
you
as
want to get the data before it disappears into administration, I would recommend acting with great haste.
what do we need to do if we want a copy? Suppose we need to actually go back, don't we?
I've already plotted a course. Would you like me to turn away?
No, it's fine.
Tinsel, we're gonna we're gonna do like a piggybacking thing again so that we can probably help me out, Maybe
Okay.
I got some stuff to learn. You're
Yeah,
not
yeah,
half
cool,
bad.
cool. I already got it ready. I'm ready. I got it. I just don't want to go to jail. That's as long as I'm not going to jail. Everything sounds good to me. I'll just.
We'll try to make sure that doesn't happen as long as you make sure that you wash your hair.
Who's the new guy on the ship?
Hey, new guy! Like you shout down the hall. Don't open the talking door.
Don't open the talking door.
You'll get it later.
Okay.
Look, Patty, can I call you Patty?
No.
All right, Patty. Look, I think we need to understand what your role is here, because like we were a well-oiled machine, and I get it that Orglorg's kind of space whatever now,
Hey,
but
man.
he'll be fine, I'm sure, eventually.
By the way, the King's Command has taken Orglorg in his current state. They have him in like a chamber that they're just kind of trying to get that energy out, essentially. You haven't heard much about this. All you know is that one of the units in this command inhaled a bunch of that green stuff and then basically exploded with power. And then they just sort of put him. They just put him in a little box.
Sweep them
After
out.
shooting him
Just
into
kinda-
space.
Yeah, they just put him with a. They got like a broom, like a little dustpan, and they were like, "Let's just put him in here."
Just put them in an airlock and opened it up. Yeah.
So I guess I don't understand what's your reason for being here. Like, I get it, 4 is an even number and all, but like,
Supervision and moral support.
Wasn't that what he was here for? Like I said before, we got an
Oh,
extra
no,
purpose.
moral support, no.
no moral support.
No moral
no.
support. That was Orglorg's job.
That was Orglorg.
I don't know who you talk of, so I don't care.
Yeah, he's my bug friend. He's my best friend, and I really would appreciate it if you would just be, a little bit more nice about it. I don't know, you don't care, but we do. I do.
You should be nicer to your superior officers.
I don't really know how to work with superiors that well, so this is gonna be something I'm gonna have to learn and get used to. So yeah.
Engaging docking protocol.
Let's get going.
Yeah. Suppose we should.
Good luck, operatives.
You
I'll
cut.
keep you apprised of the time.
Thank you. You coming, Patty?
We're just
Yes.
making a copy of some documents.
I forget what's your rank again?
You'd be like a captain.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Sir Paddington is the captain, so
So your first name is Sir?
sir, yes.
First name is Sir.
So would it be weird if I would just be like, sir, yes, so all the time to you? Because I mean, I'm saying your
That's
name.
like your name twice.
Yes.
It's
Twice.
weird.
Sir, sir,
That would
yes,
be
sir,
proper.
Sir, sir?
Yes,
Sir, sir. Yeah, I don't know.
Sir, sir, yes, sir,
Sir, sir, yes,
Walking
sir,
over
sir.
and opening up.
Just opening the doors.
These two little, like back and forth.
Oh, these two tiny dudes are arguing with each
Okay, that's
gigantic
that's
bear.
my next question. Whether they small?
He's a rat and he is a halfling.
Yeah, bears like rats too. They're mighty tasty.
Oh.
They're good at finding honey.
Hey,
Good snoots.
just gonna go over here because you're eyeballing me a little weird and I don't really like it.
Are we going or not?
Yeah, let's go, let's go.
So as soon as you open,
Supposed to be at the zoo, not be part of it. Jeez.
as soon as you open up into Pops' ship, you're entering from the top floor where all of the tanks and all of the airplanes and all that shenanigans had been cleared out. There's nothing here but just an open field at this point. There are King's Unit officers everywhere. There are a lot of them. And they are conducting like a sweep of the area. You see them just kind of like picking up ship parts of things that have gotten exploded. They're gathering any kind of weapons they still find. They're taking pictures of like the scene. You know, they're doing like the whole thing.
Man, kind of makes you nostalgic for the big fleshy tentacles, huh?
No,
Not at all.
not even the slightest bit. They were
Only
scary.
one? All right.
I don't know why you're so attached to them, but I don't.
Yeah,
even
I
know.
remember
don't wanna
you
think
being
about it.
attached to them, pal.
That's
I'm gonna move over
memories.
to the elevator. Is it
Flashbacks,
active?
The elevator is active, and you see there are two King's units who are about as heavily armored as this one. Very big and imposing dudes. They're probably not as big as you, but they're big and imposing nonetheless. And they're both standing there with rifles.
I swear, we're the only two people of our stature in all the entire Kings.
I was gonna ask the same question. It's kind of like
It's like
think it's-
Zootopia.
Yeah,
You guys are like rats, both of you.
I'm a halfling.
Oh, you're half.
I'm
rat.
3 feet
Exactly.
tall and he's the same.
I think that they just have a problem with people of small stature.
Sizest.
Yeah, exactly what it is. That's what I'm saying. That's what it is.
If the guys don't stop me, I'm gonna call the elevator.
Okay.
We're like
no,
we're like
they-
walking and
Yeah.
like just
They
arguing back.
essentially kind of step
Not even
forward,
arguing.
and they stop you. Really, and they're like, "What floor are you trying to get to, operative?"
We're trying to get to the bottom, right?
I thought it was the one that the tentacles were coming out of. Where I hooked my phone.
Oh, okay.
Can we get in like multiple levels if we please?
We're trying to get to the 5th floor down.
No, the 4th and 5th floor are restricted. You have access to the 2nd floor if you like, perhaps the 3rd. There's nothing really left there, but 4th and 5th floor are restricted. You cannot go there.
What
You
about
know-
the 6th?
There is not a 6th floor.
Did the elevator? But the elevator reached the 6th floor, right? Floor. It's like the first one is the.
It's like
Oh,
top.
it's the 5th
level.
floor down.
Top.
Yeah,
technically.
5th floor down,
Okay,
yeah.
so
My communicator still smells like those tentacles. Look, smell.
No.
Smell.
So
Can't get it out.
since you seem to
With
be
your super attentive nose, his communicator smells like when you left chicken in the fridge too long. And it's just like that, like greasy chicken. Where you're
I've
like,
scrubbed it, and you know, I'm not due for a new one for like 6 months, and I'm not
Smells
going to pay
fine.
that renewal fee.
smells totally fine. So wait,
we
what's
won't take the
your
elevator. Then.
what's your rank and your status and stuff? Maybe you could kind of sort of get
Is,
these guys to move out of the way and let us go where we
Is the
need to
stairwell
go.
blocked off as well?
It is.
We'll go down to the 2nd floor.
All right. And so they step out of the way, and when all of you get on the elevator, they push the button for the 2nd floor, and they give you like the like.
Yes. When we reach the
But they're
2nd,
cool with me, though, right?
Yeah, they have no problem with where you're going.
As it closes,
Go
as-
quick!
As it, it's like, they just press the button, don't they? We could just easily just press the
Don't.
button
No,
ourselves.
you got to break in so that it still shows us going to the 2nd floor. Otherwise, you'll set off
Oh, you got it.
flags.
I didn't even think of that. I'm gonna try to sneak into the
We're not-
camera footage.
So,
Why are you-
Captain,
Try to hack.
why are
the
you
camera
trying
footage.
to
You ever been to a dance club before?
Really?
No.
Let me tell you, I know the best one. It's right here on Heckworth.
That's
When
gonna
we're
be
done
23.
with this little shindig that we're doing right now, I'm gonna take you there.
So you get in
and
there.
your first lap
You
dance.
start reprogramming.
I'll make
Gonna
sure it's
loop
like
the cameras
50% off.
and then show us like I'm gonna loop
You know
the
what?
camera so it looks like
75% off,
we're
'cause you look like you could
we're,
use
still on the elevator,
a
and then when we
dance,
get out, I'm gonna
sir.
reverse the loop so it looks like we're walking out backwards.
Okay.
So it looks like we just decided to do
Walked
it.
out.
But he doesn't realize that
Well,
the two guys
In the
on
time
the
it takes you to
door
do
or
that,
the
do we reach
elevator,
the second floor?
we just had a party last night and they were keeping it all low key. Like, yo, Patty went up there. What's going on? That was a killer party last night.
but
I'm just gonna.
Not at work though. Now we're all business here. So you pull off the cameras to do
And
all
I'm
of
just
that.
gonna be like, click 5.
did we reach the second floor while he was doing that?
Almost.
You realize it was probably unnecessary, right?
Eh,
We could have just taken the stairs on the second floor.
So while you
if
saw
these
him
guys got no
distracted,
Yeah, these big guys.
while
Big
he
guys.
distracted you for a little bit, you see that the elevator has gone from second floor to now third floor, and it's on its way to fourth.
Okay.
this elevator must be busted. It's supposed to stop at the second floor. Oh well.
Yeah. Why are we going to the 5th floor?
Well, I left my communicator there.
Your communicator smells and it's right there.
No, there's like 2
I have
communicators. See,
2.
I have this one. This pad is for like breaking in. I don't really care about this one. So this is my
Yeah.
computer pad that I got from a guy. And this one is my computer pad that I've had for a long time and I take very good care of it. He has 2 communicators.
This is my smellophone, and then I've got my regular, the one I took from a guard. Actually,
Yeah.
one of Pops' guards. But I left it there when we were like fighting the tentacles, so it probably smells too. Actually, you can help find it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it'd be great. But I have like pictures on there that I don't want getting out. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta find it.
So you didn't delete your browser history, did you?
No, not at all. And I did not use incognito mode.
Rookie move. Definitely a rookie move. Help you? I don't know you.
I just imagine like Rip and Owen like rapidly like walking around like around these two, so they're just
Pacing,
like,
just pacing.
oh, okay, and like just rapidly talking.
Until you get to the fifth floor.
Like they're going down a stairway and they just keep following each other.
Until all of you
Like
reach,
talking to both each other and them, and like
oh my god. Just absolute chaos. This is the most chaotic elevator ride anybody has ever been on until we reach the fifth floor and it pops open into Pop's
Are the
office.
inner doors still busted? Like, were
They
they
are
forced open still?
absolutely destroyed. And you can still see some of the tentacles are just kind of draped on the floor, the ones that I gotten in. They're these long, clearish tentacles. They look sort of like
Jellyfish tentacles?
no, they look more like veins.
Oh, nice.
And they're just kind of draped around on the ground. They're not attached to anything anymore. And it looks like they had managed to get into the room a little bit, and they've been since like cut off. The room is still very destroyed after Orglorg's explosion. Pops' desk is like in half, but a lot of the other stuff in the room is still relatively maintained. Also, there are 4 other King's units in this room. And you see all of them. 2 of them are actually Sheeran. One of the other ones is a human, and the third one is another, just like a big dude. Some kind of like lizard man. Not quite a Vesk, but something weirder than that.
All the tall people. Is there, like, no
it's constant. It's constant. I'm filing a report.
we should
a complaint.
complaint on this.
We need
this
to talk to
travesty
our
that is, there are
union
no short
rep,
people.
and the fact that I don't know for sure we have a union is probably part of the problem.
There it is.
It's
I
on
didn't
the
hear
wrong
about
right
you.
floor.
there. What? No. Rip.
I mean,
Can you help me here?
Yes. Let's
So we go over. I pick up one of the tentacles and wrap it around like my neck, and I'm
That's
like handing my
gross.
communicator like, come on here.
That-
Who am
that-
I? Who am I?
that's gross.
I like coffee.
it's totally. I'm gonna move a little bit further away from Doran, and I'm like, it's totally Doran.
Take a picture.
The 4 other King's operatives in the room see you guys come in, and one of them, the human, approaches like, no one's supposed to be on this floor. This floor is restricted.
The elevator just sent us here. I don't know what happened.
I left my communicator. We were actually the team that was here before.
Give me a moment. Where did you last see your communicator?
Let's see. Fleshy Monster was biting on, I think, like my leg, and I was going, no, stop biting my leg, and it flew out of my hands and went towards that terminal station right over there. So it probably like went in the vent or something. Rip, help me look. Help me look. We'll be right back.
No, hold on.
You guys
Excuse
can
me.
stay right here. I will fetch it for you.
No, Rip. If anyone, I trust Rip to find it.
And I tell the other 4 guards, detain them. Do not let them run
Whoa,
around.
They're
wait.
like, yes, Captain.
No, there's nothing. You don't have to touch me. You're so much larger than me.
He doesn't touch you immediately, but he does come over and stand, like they make like a wall of men in your way.
And then I take my fist and I glare it up with nice fire. Make sure you don't let them wander around.
Again, I feel like this is sizist. I
Dad,
feel like if we were large,
These
then
big
we'd be allowed
guys
to walk
around here,
around.
they
This is
can't
just
even
not.
do anything.
No,
Just
not-
this.
So I go off in
I'm
the
calling
area
my
that
union
he
rep.
supposedly had lost it and was looking for it.
Okay, so you go looking for the communicator. Roll a perception.
I'm gonna try.
Come on.
Can I, before he walks over there, can I try to? They don't have like a sleight of hand, but like kind of like sleight of hand my the Bojo's tablet onto him and sync it to my tablet.
Which one do you use?
Okay.
This first one here?
So I want to like
Hold on.
bump into him
So
and be
it'd
like, "Oops."
13,
know.
right?
I know. Okay, what'd you get?
13?
A 13.
Yeah.
Okay, so it doesn't take you long to realize that there's nothing here. There's nothing here.
So he
Just
lied.
as you suspected, honestly. But also, so you're gonna do sleight of hand. Roll your sleight of hand, and you roll. What would that
there
be?
a
I would like to
Sleight of
roll
hand on
a
here?
bluff check to distract them while he's doing this to give him advantage.
Okay.
So
Roll a
sleight of
bluff check, but what would be against sleight of hand? That would be
Perception.
perception. So
Well,
roll perception one more time.
Is there a sleight of
as
hand,
he's-
or would it be just stealth?
Slight.
I think
There's
sleight of
one.
hand, isn't it, on that?
Oh,
They're both.
it would be sleight of hand.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't have sleight of hand?
No.
Then you can't roll it.
Then I cannot do that.
Well,
I can do sleight of hand.
I handed you.
Okay.
Put it on.
so sleight
So-
of hand.
Sleight
Could
of-
you have bluff? Can you try to bluff?
Oh yeah.
To create a
I
distraction?
could- yeah. Oh, it's not gonna be good, but I can try. I
Okay.
could just be like,
Okay.
"Hey, how you doing?" Yeah.
So roll your bluff.
It's a 4. Hey, look over here.
And I had an unnatural 20.
Okay. How'd you do for your sleight of hand?
Okay, sleight of hand. Where is it? Oof. Nope.
While they're doing all that before the results
I'm like,
come in,
stupid
I wanna-
Pat, I don't know how
I'm
to
gonna
work
walk-
these things.
I'm gonna walk back into the elevator. Does it have one of those like panels on the top to get into the shaft?
Yes, it does.
Am I tall enough to reach it?
Of course you are.
I'm gonna open it up.
Like, why even ask? It probably is too big, too small for you.
Yeah, I sort of have to scrunch down in the elevator.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, you pop that open. So, I just want to play out this scene real quick. We're gonna come right back to it because it's really funny to me.
I imagine like I
So-
click to go on the panel
And it-
and like
A video pops
yeah,
up.
the
and
video
it's
of like
super
that
loud.
edgelord guy starts playing.
Just like
A super loud video starts playing as Rip came over and tried to talk to you about something, but he got stuck like halfway through, and then you saw him messing with the pad, and then he tried to slide it into your belt while the video was still playing, and then he took it out again. And then he walked over to the elevator just like... So you go and you pop the hatch open into the...
What do I see? Do I still see the?
So you see residual like goopy masses on the walls that were left from it, but most of the tentacles are just kind of
So
either
it came
gone
through
or-
the elevator?
It
They
came from
came
one of the
through the-
floors into the elevator shaft.
Yeah, it went into the shaft. So you can see that room floor or floor 4 is still kind of like the entryway is still goopy from when you blew it up with dynamite. But otherwise you don't see anything alive anymore. It doesn't seem like it's still kicking. So all of that happened to you though. This all of they happened to you, those gentlemen.
So, do I notice he's going up through the
No, I was
elevator?
just taking a look through it. Not yet, anyway. I wasn't doing anything.
I didn't do anything yet.
So, funny thing.
Hilarious.
Yeah, it's
actually.
we were just trying to. This is like an initiate, kind of like hazing. It's kind of like hazing where we try to see what fun you are.
They
for
also
our
like
group.
lying through their teeth.
And this is not one of those times.
Yeah.
I'm
so-
telling you the absolute truth. I mean, Doran has been through it himself. Look how he has such a more cheerful disposition than he did before. So we're just trying to get you on a level 2 so that you also feel at home and welcome amongst us.
Yeah.
Help me, Owen.
So look, we're gonna come clean here. We're gonna come clean.
While they're doing this,
Well,
can I
that would be good.
Yeah. Go ahead.
while they're doing this, can I climb up into the elevator shaft now?
You can. So you climb up in there while Paddington is
And
dealing with this.
And I still Hawkeye him because you cannot miss
No, I don't care
this
if you-
big purple thing trying to crawl up to a hole to the doggone ceiling.
While he's doing that, I want to stealth while he's distracted watching Doran
And I'm just gonna be like,
to disappear into the room.
But you were just talking to him.
Yeah, but he like looks over because Doran starts climbing. And he looks back over, and it's like that Batman moment where Commissioner Gordon's talking to
gone.
Batman, and looks away, and then Batman's gone.
Okay.
when he does that every time.
I get a 27.
Okay, so roll your perception to combat that. Welcome to the party.
Welcome to the party.
17.
17. So he disappears. You turn and you see Doran climbing up into the elevator shaft. You see
Like
like
an alien going into the vents.
yeah, you just see like the last of an entire like lizard butt like climbing into the elevator shaft. You turn back, the guy who was talking to you is gone, and all that's left is Rip.
So yeah, like I said, we're just trying to make sure that you understand that you are now a welcomed and valuable part of this team. So thank you for being a part of this. Don't be too
I'd
mean
like to
to
be
us. I
hiding
get it.
in the panel of the computer, like just like smushed in there, like trying to hook my second communicator up to the port so that Tinsel can connect in.
Okay, roll.
It's
roll
just-
your computers. Oh my god.
That's gonna be
Dragon might get
15.
stuck in the hole.
Him? No, he can make it through.
Like
there.
ching,
Okay.
ching.
It's not.
It's not graceful or
Blowing the
quiet
hole.
at
It's
all.
not. No, it's not. There's nothing efficient about it. Nothing efficient about it at all.
Oh, so he's using the goop and everything to slide
Yeah,
through.
exactly,
I
you know,
got you now.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's
a little
like butter.
KY, you know.
15
Straight
to
through.
connect my phone to the.
Okay, so you connect your phone to the port.
I
And
take out my other phone then and call Tinsel.
okay, so are you gonna do that quietly, or are you
Yes.
just gonna? Okay.
I guess I'll text her.
Okay.
I'll be like,
Because I would really like it if
Yeah.
you called her and
Yeah.
then you were just like, hey. and then you just hear.
That's what I was waiting for. I was waiting
but
for
you-
that cue for that one.
you
I
might
know,
see like a
it's really-
slight light as like the phone screen lights up in there, and I'm like, Tinsel, I've connected phone number 2 to the port. Connect in and download the data.
Can I bust through the screen and grab it?
I want you. Okay, so first, what I want you to do, I want you to roll a perception to see if you see the light from the
Okay.
phone while Rip is rambling at you, and this man is climbing very loudly through a vent.
23.
That's very good. So you see a light up from the panel in between like the computers.
Wait, I'm trying to talk to you. Why are you going over there? Don't, there's nothing you
Excuse
need
me,
to see over
thing
there.
2. Thing 1 is inside the panel, so and I bust inside there and I grab the tablet.
Well, first of all, would he see the phone connected in? Just like, I get he sees me on my phone, but would he see the phone connected in the data port?
You had a 23, so
But that'd probably be a different chance of perception because he's seeing the light
okay.
and then ripping
yeah,
it open.
All right.
Can I
So
roll for
he
that?
sees. Yes, you can. So you immediately bust into it and you see him standing there.
20.
20.
Unnatural.
Can I roll a stealth check to try to have hidden the device before
Okay.
he
So
busts in?
so we'll say that you hear him.
That'd be
just,
like sleight of hand, right?
I would
I
call
would
it.
think stealth. Yeah, stealth check.
Sure.
Like if you're setting a trap, you do a stealth check.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so we'll call that you see the hand bust through
Oof, nope.
like a bad movie.
17.
And then
No.
so you open that up. You see him go, ah! You see his face look.
I found my phone!
And then you see him with a phone and a plug.
So I'm like, come here, Ratatouille. Grab him.
I
I
don't
pulled
like
him
that
out.
one. I don't like that joke. I'm a rat. He's not a rat. You would call me rat. Oh, he's just grabbing him.
He didn't even call you that 'cause you're not even good to be a chef.
Oh.
Can't even be a chef.
While he's busy dealing with the toddlers.
The babies. He's a babysitter for a reason.
Yep.
I'd like to start climbing up the shaft to the level just above.
Okay, so yeah, you got through the elevator shaft, and so roll your athletics to climb up to the next floor. It's a lot easier since there's an elevator in there.
It's 13.
13. Well, yeah, that's close enough. So you
Oh
start,
yeah, and if the elevator's there, I can actually probably just fly to the next level. If
because it's 60 feet.
And how big is the
between
elevator,
floors,
like?
and then the elevator is probably so it's probably only 30 feet-ish, because with the top and the bottom of the elevator.
Okay, yeah, then
Okay.
I would just fly up
So
there.
you just
And, are there any kings in here?
there are no king's units on the 4th floor. The 4th floor, I don't know what.
Oh, by the way, I would have activated my hazard suit as well because I don't like this stuff at all.
I would assume you would, because as soon as you get up there, the best word I could say to describe this floor is congealed.
Ugh.
It is.
I mean, I left it in a
Slip and
paste.
slide,
but-
please. Huh?
It is.
Oh,
It is tasty.
gross.
It is.
That's not the word I would use for that room.
It is goopy. The goop that you knew was the body of one of those creatures is no longer clear. It has turned like a milky white.
Oh.
It's all salty and warm.
It's disgusting.
I hate chickens.
It's just awful.
Do any of the computers that were in this room seem to have survived the copious amounts of damage?
Well, after you punched through most of them and blew up a giant chicken on them, a giant goop chicken, you're not sure. You don't see anything on anymore. But
With
as
my engineering skills, would I be able to?
roll your engineering skill to think about like what could I possibly do about the destruction.
Or if
I
any
have
of it
brought?
seems like could be put back together, I don't know. So that's going to be engineering 21.
So as far as you know, when they put ships like this together, usually if there's going to be some kind of like external or like special place for like a hard drive, you know that it's probably not in the area that you would have destroyed. It's probably a little deeper in. So you think maybe if you can break further into this wall, which I know is very hard for you to do, I know, but if you break further into this wall, you may be able to get to where they would keep their like extra backup systems. But you have to figure out where exactly that would be. And your engineering doesn't necessarily tell you where that would be. You just know that they are there. That makes sense to you. Like, they wouldn't just put them on the outside where I could easily punch through. They have to be somewhere else.
Would I be able to regard like which of the like what would the right term be, like the consoles here would have been like either thinner or obviously not quite as.
Do you have computers?
It's not something I have any ranks in.
So
I'm an
you're
engineer.
Not, yeah, so you're not sure. You're not sure. You, I will say you can roll another engineering check to consider how the building is shaped and like where logically it should be. But without computers, you're not going to be able to use the computers to figure it out.
That's 13.
13. So you think like it's not going to be on the far end that went into the other room. That doesn't make any sense. The wall would be too thin there. It's either going to be on the back or maybe on the right side that you know are connected to larger sections where people don't go to. So it's got to be one of those two areas. Because the back wall goes out into nothingness after a while, and to the right, you know there's a room that's not being used there, which is probably like power or something.
I'm going to smash the back wall because I know that's the one that church was connected to.
Okay. So you start
Yeah,
smashing.
and then
So you guys, down on your floor,
When he snatches me and pulls me out,
like
as
a
I'm
grub.
like protesting and everything, I would like to do a sleight of hand check to steal his badge.
Oh no!
Okay.
This is. I don't
Here
think
we
this is
go.
gonna go well.
Sleight of hand.
Natural 20.
Oh no.
That makes it a 33.
Oh my god. Is that even physically possible for you to roll high enough?
Look, he's motivated to steal badges.
Yeah, that's his thing.
See
It's
him.
his thing.
So what did you get?
I stole your badge.
He got
Yeah,
a,
but what would you?
he got a 33.
33.
Oh, friggin' A. I doubt it.
What's your bonus to perception? You'd need at least a 13.
I think it's like +5 or 6.
+5.
Yeah, then there's
Yeah,
no
so
way.
you physically have no way.
Like, my hands moved so fast, even if you were looking directly
That
at
is a
me, you
+5,
wouldn't have
right?
seen it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Even I wouldn't have even seen it. I'm like,
Yeah.
So yeah, he just takes his badge.
it's my badge. So,
I'm assuming your bear man, is he wearing like a uniform? Because that's precious.
I would assume, yeah, because I was like geared up before I had
Yeah,
everything.
that's
in.
what I thought. Like geared up.
Well, I've got my uniform on, too.
I figured you guys probably have your uniforms on. You've been given a uniform.
yeah, I've been given a uniform.
My
but
armor
it's
just
like,
has the
no, it
logo on it.
It doesn't feel right. And I can't put my tank on it. So.
It's just like the idea of a bear and like
So
a
you jacked
platinum
my badge.
shirt.
You don't know that.
Yeah, I know I don't know that.
We're going to find out.
I'm telling you.
So, did you find your phone?
I did. It's right there. But
It's good.
he
that's
grabbed
good.
it.
No.
Can I have my phone back, sir? That I was removing
his
from
phone
that
locked?
panel?
His phone? I don't know. Did you lock it before he snatched it from you?
I would say it probably automatically locks. Like, it's the future. They're high-tech communication devices. I'd have to physically unlock it, I would think.
Okay.
So I still have him in my grasp.
You
right?
With a
still have
computer's
him and
check,
the phone.
with a computer's check, he could probably break into it.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna nicely ask you, unlock your phone. Your communicator, sorry.
You want me to unlock my communicator?
Yes, please.
I just told you I had explicit things on there that I didn't want shared, and now you're. This is harassment. This is workplace harassment.
How did that move?
I think I might have knocked it with my foot.
How dare you?
No,
Bad.
terrible. Yeah, I need to speak to my union rep about this immediately.
Yeah.
Immediately.
In the meantime, either unlock the phone or I melt it right now.
Don't do that.
That is grounds for like
Just
so many
breaking
complaints being
people's
lodged.
property and stuff. It's because he's bigger than us.
It's bigger.
He's bigger than us.
It's just
What
bigger
can
than-
we can't fight against that.
Yeah.
What are we
Can't
gonna
do
do? Except for sit here and just go, please don't break our phones and our computers and
Yeah.
stuff.
I mean,
Doran somewhere feels a kinship going here.
like
Yeah,
yes.
you get in the corner, the top right, it says like Doran liked that.
It's like, yes, beat up the nerds.
Please.
I start counting down. 5, 4, 3.
Wait. Hold on. Before you do anything else,
2,
I need you to know that I would like to
1.
roll a check to see if I can break out of his grasp
Like,
while snatching
Okay.
my phone and making a run for it because I am way faster than him, I think.
You probably.
He's got 40-foot movement speed.
So do I.
and just be
So-
equal, like just.
Yeah.
Just constant.
Yeah.
Getting chased by a bear.
In this one room, it would be
But I don't have a penalty to stealth if I'm running, so I could try to stealth while I'm
So
running.
roll what would that would probably be an opposed grapple.
Probably be my acrobatics versus his athletics.
Athletics. So you roll in athletics, and then you roll
25.
25.
Is that a 9 on there?
For your athletics,
Yeah.
yes, it's a +9.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
So that's 16 plus 9. So that's 25.
On 25 also. So re-roll.
Yeah. So you so what happens is from then you start like he gets to 1 and then you be like ah.
He's like, where you go?
He just holds it.
Stand still.
Natural 20.
Oh no.
I am 35.
I don't think you
I
can.
don't
Can't,
think I
you
can
can't
roll it.
physically.
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
he rolled.
I did in one. Had
crit
one.
Oh no. So so you catch him when he's like ah, and then he just slides out like a bar of soap. And I want you to roll a
Oh god.
Sleight of hand.
Are you
grab
trying
the
to be
phone?
sneaky about it, or are you just trying to snatch it?
I'm trying to snatch it in such a way that he doesn't see it. Like I'm having like my one hand like
so you're trying
being
to-
distracted
okay.
while I'm
You just
grabbing it. Yeah.
slap his face.
Oh
like-
yeah.
Did you just do that?
That's gonna be 31.
30. My God.
Again, he can't perceive
can't.
high enough to see what I just did.
So he slides out of your hand like a bar of soap and grabs
Snatching my
his phone. And then where do you
and I'm
go?
booking it.
Where are you gonna go?
I'm just like zigzagging around, running around, like,
Running in circles.
like, like yelling at Tinsel in the phone, like disconnect.
Okay. And you hear Tinsel's voice like, what? But I'm, what? What is going on?
They're trying to get my phone.
Oh my God.
Just
Meanwhile,
standing
me,
there.
I'm like-
What are the other like 4 guys that are standing in this
They're
room?
out of the way.
They're
just
just
imagine
There's
like
a superior officer in this room, and so they're just not dealing with it. They're like,
imagine like the yakety sax music is playing.
I'm gonna go slide next to those guys and just stand there and watch the chaos. And
I'm not sure
so,
why. I was gonna say I'm not sure why your character thinks it's a good idea to provoke a literal bear.
I mean,
I mean,
so this normal for you guys too?
and they're like, no.
And you'll get used to it after a while. You guys, the king should have more fun.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Rip. Pleasure to meet you.
Hi.
And I scream out, subdue them.
Okay.
So there's going to be 2 on 2.
I'm gonna try to
one,
hide.
actually.
And again, I have no penalty while I'm running
Right.
because of.
Where are you hiding?
I'm just gonna try to like go like I'm going one way, like when I reach like maybe a hallway, and then
juke.
like
But it's
juke
just one
the other
big
side.
room.
It's just
Yeah,
one
it's
big
one big
room.
room.
There's no other doors or anything.
No, there's only the elevator
Then I guess
out. There's
distract
the vent.
them.
There's the vent that got fireballed.
Which is
That,
up on
Yeah, I
and
guess
it's
I'll-
up on the wall. So if you wanted to go up and through that way, you could get out into the elevator
Okay.
shaft, and then you'd have to climb up to continue out.
I guess I
and
could
he,
do
in the
that.
very least, wouldn't be able to follow you through
Yeah.
the vent because he's gigantic.
30 for my stealth roll.
Stealth. Okay, so where do you want to go? The only places you could feasibly hide would be up in that vent,
Under the desk.
under the desk, or in the hatch. There was the emergency like stairway that you came down when you initially came
I'll
in.
go to the hatch.
You're gonna go to the emergency stairway.
Yeah.
Okay, so you just go right in there. You
Just like slide and just disappear into it.
just zip up in there.
Are you just gonna leave me here with? Oh.
So 2 of the king's units.
Cuff me.
They don't have to. They're like, yeah, you didn't try to run, so
I text
you
him.
are subdued,
I
as
text-
it were.
I
no.
They don't do anything. They just kind of, they have their hands like if you tried to move, they'd be like, no.
I text him. Thanks for the distraction, Rip.
I'm like, can I look at my
One of
phone?
them kind of nods,
Okay, cool.
but he's watching over your shoulder when you do it.
He says thank you. So how you guys doing? So you guys are doing good job working this thing right here.
So
Vince
you're-
stopped us from breaking it.
They are conflicted. The other 2 that you asked to subdue, they go and they're like, one of them is like trying to like reach up and look in the vent, and the other one's like,
I thought you went into the stairwell, right?
he went into the stairwell.
Okay.
The other guys are looking for him. They don't know where he went because he went. And then
I'm continuing to go stealthily, but I'm like leaving the area.
okay, so you're going up
Yeah.
because that's the only. Actually,
Yeah.
that's the only way.
Yeah.
All right, so. Doran, you walk into the next floor up, and Doran is punching through walls, and you can see that he's tore multiple holes through the back wall, and it looks like he's in there digging around for like a
I'm
hard
just gonna
drive.
like stealth up behind him and like look around what he's doing, and then just be like, "What you doing?"
Oh.
So you hear from. So let's point that out too. The floor above you, you've been very rhythmically hearing just like, and then just like occasional stomping, and then you hear nothing, and then you hear, oh!
That's probably nothing.
So what are you doing?
Don't talk to me.
Well, I'm just curious, man. You ripping through this wall? Were you looking for something?
Have I found anything yet?
You have found wiring that you think must connect to it, so you've been following it.
So like tearing my way through the wall.
Yeah, you're just kind of like peeling it like a fruit roll-up. You're just like, get this out of my way. That makes me want a fruit
Hey,
roll-up. I
that's-
done said it.
Why'd you do that?
That's wiring.
I done did it.
Hey, could we hook up the communicator for Tinsel to the wiring there?
I don't know how you would expect to do a wire. It's not a port.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not a computer guy.
I'm just gonna continue.
I'm just gonna like watch him do it, like just standing like
So you peel back the wall.
obnoxiously close, like watching like a toddler watching you while you're like trying to assemble IKEA furniture.
Daddy doesn't know what he's doing either, son.
don't
Just
know what
putting it
I'm
together.
So you peel back the wall for a while until you find a section that has 4. I'm gonna describe them this way, and I apologize in advance. But it looks like where you put like a switch into like the switch docks, you know, like a Nintendo. But it's like that. It's like 4 of those. I know.
My brain was like a switch, and I was like, oh, she means like
Like a
the
Nintendo.
switch. Oh,
Like the switch.
okay.
Do I see any ports audio compatible with my communicator?
Not on the port itself. That's like wired in, but you pull them out and it has a port that you could connect that to. Or
I
you
have
could
a-
just take the 4
I have an
things. They're
extra.
only like this big.
It's already connected to Tinsel if you want to use it.
Yeah, I'm going to pull one out, and I want to hook up my communicator to it.
Okay.
I don't know, but would my communicator have enough storage to be able to copy?
It would have enough storage to copy 2 of them. But 4 of these things is a lot of data that you know that your communicator cannot hold. It's very powerful, but it's like
Yeah, I'm going to, I guess, copy 2 of them. And
you're gonna have to fill up that cloud, and then you're gonna have to
Right.
pay $20 a
Oh.
month.
Oh,
hands it over to me. I'm gonna do the other 2. I'm like,
careful. The grizzly downstairs kind of was trying to smash that.
So downstairs, speaking of which, the other 2 come up and they're like, "Well, sir, I think he must have either gone through the vent, which he would have to go up. There's really nowhere else to go but up. So he either went upstairs 1 floor or he went up the vent, which would still have to go up.
Man,
So
you
I
have to talk
ordered
like a
2 of
famous
them
guy.
to take the stairwell up, and I'll take the elevator up.
Okay, yes, sir. And
I bet you under all of that fur, he's probably really tiny.
have you ever seen what a shaved bear looks like?
Yeah.
It is the
It's,
scariest
it's
thing
terrifying
Yeah.
in
thing.
the entire
Rip,
world.
has
Theo
it.
Guai.
Rip's not looking stuff up like
It
that.
is the scariest thing.
Oh, I
Theo
know.
Guai.
It is. It is. Oh, it is. Ooh.
So anyway, the 2 good dudes go up the stairs, and the other 2 just kind of. Should we stay here with this one?
Yeah, thing 2, just make sure he doesn't go anywhere.
Okay.
I'm just gonna talk to you guys the entire time. You seem like nice guys.
By the way, take his communicator.
Whoa, wait, whoa, no, get off.
would
We will
hear
return
them?
it to you when we are done.
Would we hear them
Okay,
coming
Dad.
with our
Oh, you totally hear the elevator.
passive perception?
You hear the elevator coming for sure, definitely, 100%.
Quick! We have to hide the communicators.
I-
Only one place.
did
Bend
I-
over.
Did I have enough time to copy all of it?
Yes, you did.
I'm going to.
It doesn't
I'm
take
just going
very
to leave
long.
the hole open, put the stuff back, and I'm going to walk over and wait for the elevator.
Come on, man! There's no time. Drop trow and bend over.
So the elevator door opens to that.
And I see both of them standing there.
I would like to attempt a stealth check to hide my phone on my person
In your butt.
in my butt.
Okay.
Yes.
He's actually gonna do it.
Oh,
The
it's
old
not great.
person wallet. Oh no.
What did I just roll?
I don't know.
3. All right. 18. I lost track of what I was doing.
18.
I want you to also roll a will save.
I'm not good at those.
To give yourself the force
take-
of will.
And take 1
8.
point of damage.
8.
8. You can't do it.
You're like, I can, no.
You do the like, I'm gonna,
Yeah, and the door's opening up, and I see him reaching around, trying to shove it up in there.
Yeah, you see the aftermath of him giving up. The phone is gone. You don't know where it went, but you're
Yeah.
sure it's not in his butt at least.
When the door's open and you see Doran, he just looks, even though he probably woke up like 2 hours ago, he looks so tired.
Already.
Captain, I
only
found
take one of
the
my
runaway.
bags?
Captain,
Yes.
he's
Okay.
right
Another
here.
one.
We got him.
Other one
It's
I'm gonna
all
turn
good.
away.
I'd like
he's
to
doing that?
also.
Oh, I'm sorry. While they're doing whatever, I'm gonna be like, and just put the other one in my cheek pouch so they can't take it. So I've let them take Bojo's tablet, and I'm just gonna be like,
what you got in there?
It's just somebody calling
No, he
you
can
so
talk
your face
normally
is
with it in there because it's like a weird extra dimensional pouch almost.
yeah. I mean,
I want to try to stealth my other phone too, just because I figure if they find one of them on me, they're gonna try to take it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty good. That one is
Now are we
34.
saying stealth like stealth, or are we saying stealth like I just want to hide it? I don't want to.
I'd probably like.
I don't want to subject myself to a cavity search later by a bear.
I'm probably gonna hide the second
That
one.
was my next step.
Would you say like I've worked in criminal stuff
have.
before? I've done smuggling and stuff like that.
You have.
Probably. Would you say that my character would be able to swallow something and then vomit it up later,
Not that
like
large.
in case he was arrested
Not
or
even
something?
like the size of a
It's like,
phone.
Yeah, but their communicators aren't that big.
I guess, but
Like it's not a cheek pouch thing. This is like a Metal Gear Solid swallowing the cigarettes so that he can puke them out later and have cigarettes.
Here's the thing I have to question about
Sure.
it though. Your character specifically dislikes drug dealers.
Yes.
So you probably, I would think, wouldn't have worked with drug dealers.
I wouldn't have
as
smuggled
much,
drugs, but other things.
But other things.
Yeah, like diamonds and things
hey,
like that.
people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
people, you know,
Yeah,
whatever.
things that fit in small areas that,
like halflings.
yeah.
All right, I'll just put it in my shoe.
Just slip.
Yeah, just like
Oh no. It's gonna be so expensive to replace that
You're
screen.
sauntered in your shoe. So you walk into that. You don't know what he's doing. You just know that he's standing there.
Captain, I got the runaway. He's right here.
Now, being in the elevator, would it have a reflection off of the door?
It's closed.
Yeah,
So
but it's closed. Would I see a reflection of myself inside the elevator?
you would.
Okay, so would I notice that my badge is missing also?
Yes, 100%. Just because I have to.
He's like,
He's like, wait a second.
It's like, you're looking in the mirror doing like a check. You're doing the get your eyebrows right, and then you're like,
Brushing his fur back. He's like,
Yeah.
Should I roll the
missing
stealth to see how well
something.
I hid the badge?
you rolled like a 36.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's right.
You
Yeah.
rolled like
Yeah.
super well. The
That's
badge
true.
is
Yeah.
somewhere.
Hold it. You just rolled to get it. You didn't roll
No,
to
I did roll to hide it
too.
afterwards.
You
I
did?
did roll to
Yeah.
hide it.
You
Yeah.
dirty dog. So what's your species again?
he's a halfling.
A
Halfling.
halfling what?
It's halfling.
It's just halfling. You're not like halfling human, halfling
No,
something else?
halflings are. Remember,
Halflings
they're
are
like
just short
the
people.
Yeah.
Hobbits.
so
Hobbits, remember?
Okay, so like little people.
There's no subraces in
Like-
Starfinder for halflings.
Gotcha.
There's no like Lightfoot or anything like
Yeah.
that.
Okay, so you're just a
Just
spot
a
on the
hobbit.
rug
He's
after
just-
I walk all over you.
He's he's Frodo. So,
A halfling
Pancake.
that's a subclass.
The subrace,
Subclass,
yeah.
Subrace is a.
So when our dear captain here starts walking out, what I was trying to explain before is we were looking for some of the hidden data, and I found 4 of the hard drives that seem to be backups. You might want to alert command of that.
Yep.
And I'm just going to walk past him to the elevator.
We totally did it. We were a team.
It was
and-
me.
And he figured it out, and it's a good thing. We're a good team.
Do I have like manacles or any kind of handcuffs or
Oh, yeah.
anything? Okay.
you have like standard cop issued things.
Okay.
If you could reasonably say that a cop
called
has it, you
binders,
probably
yeah.
have it.
Those cool like laser ones. It's like whoop and there's.
I mean, he's got those. You don't. You're not. You
I'm
weren't a
not-
cop
I'm
until
not-
recently.
I'm not. That's fine. I
So-
want one of those though.
I would reasonably have small ones to actually put
I
on
imagine
him,
they're
right?
adjustable.
They're adjustable, probably.
Okay.
You'd probably be used to dealing with braces of different sizes. They make the manacles designed to be able to vary in racial size.
Okay, so I'm gonna put one on your wrist, and
I'm
then
going to oppose this.
Okay.
hook one to my belt.
I'm
He's just
not
dangling
Getting
from
baby
it.
loose.
No, he's dangling from it because the
It would
thing's
be.
like long. He's just like, oh god.
And if you want to know why you're being detained,
So you're telling me you're going to do this? That you're going to manacle me?
yeah.
Okay, so you're not trying it yet. Okay.
He's gonna do.
Okay, I got you.
So step forward so I can put these on. Otherwise, we're gonna have a problem.
We are gonna have a problem because I need my union rep involved.
And then I pull out my cuffs and I slap it on your wrist.
I oppose the
Okay.
slapping of.
So that would be
Acrobatics?
Acrobatics. We're gonna call it athletics because I feel like your brute force. is
17.
Come on, baby. Oh, son of... 13.
13. So you go to
So I imagine like he gets the cuff on, and I just immediately like undo the cuff because I'm so used to dealing with
You're
cuffs.
just like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just
You
like,
do that weird, like,
Yeah.
what was it in Star Wars or the weird wrist
Oh,
thing?
the wrist thing. Ah,
You're just
that
like,
bothers
ah.
me every time.
It's like, oh.
Don't
Like-
make this difficult.
they're like, that model. They're a classic. I love those.
Captain, is he resisting arrest?
Am I under arrest?
Yes, he is.
Do I have permission to engage?
Why, certainly.
I just feel like this ominous presence, like,
It's just
Like
like, a
a
JoJo that
yeah,
the like menacing,
menacing,
just like a purple aura around you, just like.
Very well.
How are we gonna do this, Owen?
We're gonna do this in the. What the heck is that? And then I run. I just take off running as fast as I can.
Okay.
I'm actually going to stop when he starts running. Like, where does he think he's going?
I have no idea.
I'm heading up the stairs to the first level,
Okay. So you
and I
start.
want a stealth check to see if I can do so stealthily.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
He's small.
32.
32.
Lord.
So you go running up the stairs.
What's that? What? How did?
I think it's more along the lines of they see you go up the stairs, but then they like look and you're not there,
Yeah.
and they're like,
Like they see like it's like the round stairs, and you see me like coming around. Wait.
He didn't anymore. Oh.
"Where did he go?"
You should probably. Actually, I'll just do it. I'm gonna pull out my communicator. I'm gonna call self-control. Connected yet? Self-control, you there?
Yes, Doran. What can I do for you?
There's a little situation. If you would not mind, can you bar Owen from coming aboard the ship for a couple of minutes?
I see you all are having a conflict, and I would like to be informed as why.
I have no idea.
I'm not going to do that, Doran. I think Owen's right here.
just the biggest like vein popping up in his head. He's just like,
Would
Like
I
a crack
refuse
appears
to
on his
override that?
communicator screen
So-
as he's gripping it.
Self-control has had some things happening to him. You're not getting the communication from self-control directly because you're not technically a part of the ship. Self-control has some things happening to him though.
So he has his personal AI problems.
Yeah, self-control is becoming a little bit more self and less control.
I'm gonna end the call. That traitor.
Okay.
so when can I go?
I guess we should follow him up. If you want to come with us.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay, so they get in the elevator
And they call the elevator down. We just wait for them.
and they come back up to the next floor like, Captain, what should we do with this one? Do you want it back or do you want us to just come with you? And
I was a good boy the entire time.
he
talked with him, they're
he
nice.
Did behave himself, to be fair.
He didn't have a chance to do anything. Let's see. No, keep an eye on him.
Okay.
So my next step is to locate someone that's not around. So, being that he does kind of smell with his
His phone does
smellophone,
stink.
I should be able to roll to see if I can locate his
Go
presence.
ahead and roll that perception versus my stealth.
I should be able to beat.
I think you have advantage on actually smell checks too,
Captain!
or something. Is the call.
Captain!
Go ahead.
I've caught Operative Greenhills attempting to get aboard the ship, and I've tricked him into the detention center. Would you like me to hold him there?
Sure.
I'll be awaiting your arrival.
Who is this?
That is-
Self-control is our ship, our AI.
No, who did he?
He caught me.
Green
He
Hills is
caught
it.
you. That's your name, Greenhouse. Sorry, I'm a little bit.
Owen Greenhills, yeah.
Greenhouse. Nice. So I guess we head to that
the detention
location.
center.
can I come with you? These guys are nice and everything, but they don't have games on their phone.
Mm-hmm. So you still have the one tuck that I don't know about, and the other one that we have.
It was like ringing for a second.
I'm gonna.
I got something in my tooth. Yeah. Hold on.
To the two guys that were with him, I'm gonna say to them, I don't know if one of you wants to alert someone else of it, but there are still the hard drives on the wall that you may want to investigate.
Oh, thank you, operative. We'll go grab them.
I'm just gonna wait on the elevator for, I guess, him to
Yeah,
take the lead.
it arrives, and you go up to the first floor. I'm assuming you want to get to self-control, right?
Yeah, but before I go up there, he's gonna come with us, and we're gonna do a thorough scan of him.
Not my naughty bits. Don't they?
I said scan, not probe.
Oh, that's I can deal with that. That's good.
Not my
That's
sweets.
good.
Not my treats.
Yeah, see if he has any illegal contraband or anything really on him
Okay.
other than his armaments and.
So I'm assuming that the ships, the
Yeah,
other
I'm
king's
just-
ships have like a little scanner thing on them.
I'm gonna wait, and I'm gonna take off like all the
All your
stuff,
weaponry and all your
weaponry and stuff,
medals.
and I'm gonna like and pop out like a grenade and be like, "I'm yours to scan."
Grenade out of your cheek pouch. So they scan him, and you get the report back, and
I can only imagine all the little gadgets and gizmos.
yes, but that doesn't surprise you. What does surprise you, though, is that in his stomach, the lining of his stomach is lined with a substance that you know is restricted, which is the greenstone, because he ate it.
That's right, I did eat it.
And so it's not a solid piece of greenstone anymore, because normally it comes in like small, like almost like salt, like green salt.
Like bath salt.
Yeah, kind of. It's what they were mixing into the other drugs. And it has like coated his stomach.
Just like
He doesn't seem aware of that fact.
Anything? You find anything? I'm trying to be completely open with you, and it seems that you don't trust me. So this is me trying to be like, yeah, you can trust me. Look at me, doing great.
Well, I have a question for you. What is
Fire away.
the green substance in your lower intestine?
The what now?
Green substance?
Oh no. See, that's we were having a problem.
Quarantine.
No, I don't need to be. Oh,
No questions, no buts.
can I describe my stuff?
Quarantine
All
for
my
now.
stuff will be infected too, so I'm gonna just have to gather all of my stuff. And
No,
don't take that
that's okay.
tank. You don't want. You really want me to take that tank?
Quarantine him,
That
please.
tank. Don't open that tank. It's you just don't want to open it up.
So they quarantine him. They put you in a tube.
Well,
You know, you've already gotten rid of two of my problems. I really appreciate you.
hey, I'm not a problem. I'm your friend.
But we wouldn't have noticed the phone that he had tucked in his.
You noticed everything. He's got a lot
Okay.
of things. He has, but I don't know if you would notice specifically that so much as the extremely illegal substance in his stomach. The extremely, like that substance is a substance that specifically the kings came here to get.
I was checking for brain damage too.
I
while
mean,
I was,
probably,
because
let's-
it has to explain.
He's got like pieces of metal that are obviously self-put there. Like I can fix this.
Yeah, his what cousin is Batty from.
From a great was it Great Mouse
Fern
Detective?
Gully.
Oh no, Fern Gully.
Fern Gully.
Yeah, related.
Too many wires crossed, huh?
You're gonna be biker mice from Mars by the end of this.
Yeah. Enhancements.
So, I'm assuming after that, go to self-control?
Yep, to deal with.
Okay.
All right.
my friend
So when
over
I've gotten
here.
back to the ship, I would have immediately gone to Tinsel and given her my communicators and told her to copy everything off of them
Okay.
and back them up.
You
and
mean
then
the one that Doran
yeah.
had to?
You didn't take mine.
I didn't take his.
Okay.
So I just gave her what I had.
Okay, so Tinsel starts
Yeah.
immediately like,
Yeah.
okay.
Told her to back them up off site.
Yeah.
So like send them to the
She's
cloud.
like, oh yeah, I got it.
And
I got it.
then I tell self-control to tell them that he's caught me and that I'm in the detention cell.
Okay.
And
Excellent
then,
idea.
And then I go into the detention cell and I rig it so that I can escape if I need to.
Okay.
And then just sort of take a seat and like start acting all dejected and like,
Excellent idea.
oh, I'm busted.
Oh no. All right. So you get to the detention center of self-control, which is the like jail cells on the ship. It's
Welcome back, operatives.
So you see what I'm dealing with, right?
Yes.
So can you help me with the transfer? I need to leave.
Yes, I will definitely help you with that.
Thank God.
Just in a tube somewhere, just like
You're just in a tube, and they're like
I'm like,
So I guess we're.
drawing a heart. So they're getting out a lot of like scary tools. One of them looks like one of the vacuums they use to like clean out like teeth.
Stomach
And he's
pump.
like, "All right, so we're gonna have to get that out of there.
no, you don't.
You might explode."
Excuse me, I might what now?
So people that have been ingesting this have exploded sometimes, and we're worried about if it's in with your stomach, like acids and gases and all that, it might explode.
First of all, I feel fine. What you don't know about the Yosoki is we have a very, very hardy,
So like,
hardy internals that don't like stuff like that.
and
We
what-
see,
and like
I
a
can
big
take it.
and like a big shot. Like,
Oh,
all
that's
right,
no. Please don't.
We're gonna gas the chamber.
Don't do this.
nap time.
Don't do this. I'm just. Oh man.
So
Good call. Good call.
so you get back and you see Owen sitting in the detention cell.
Well.
What do we have here? There he is.
Suppose this is where I was bound to end up sooner or later.
Finally.
I mean, I guess I'm guilty of what exactly crime did I commit again?
Where's my badge?
Badge. I don't know what you're referring to.
He takes them all the time.
How dare you, sir? That is slander.
I can print out a requisition replacement form.
See, he can even replace it if you lost it, but blaming me is beyond the pale, sir. Beyond the pale.
Is there a video of all of this going on? Like surveillance cameras and stuff?
There is, but you have to ask self-control for it.
Self-control has control.
So,
Hold him down. I'm gonna put in a request for my badge to get back.
You do what you gotta do, man, but if he lays hands on me, I am filing a report with the union.
Oh, he won't be the only one laying hands on you.
You do what you gotta do then.
he thinks we have a union.
Yeah.
We don't have a union. I knew it.
No! No! So meanwhile, while that's going on, Tinsel takes the information and stores it in her little side thing.
I failed my mission.
Wait, Thorn, before you begin, would you like to join my union?
How does no sound?
Sounds expected.
As you get pulled down by
Yeah.
Doran and searched by a bear.
Yeah. And we're gonna also do a scan of him too.
Take him to the scanner.
Take him to the scanner.
Doran is just like,
I'm having a field day.
I'm asking all 4 guards to grab one limb of his.
I want to attempt, when I realize he's so focused on his badge,
okay.
I think I would have tried to hide the badge somewhere in the cell, like a crack in the wall or something,
Okay.
so that it wouldn't be on my person anymore.
Okay.
Can I try to have either stealth or sleight of hand at that?
We'll say stealth because you're hiding it.
Okay. Oof. 18.
18. Okay. So you jam it in like
Yeah. Yeah.
a one of the like bindings or something or that metal wall. You just kind of like
Yeah.
slide it in there. He won't notice. I'm sure he won't notice.
So I guess we're gonna bring him to the scanner. So.
Yes, we are.
So you take him down to the scanner, and you see Rip is unconscious, and they have like a tube down his throat that they are vacuuming out that green.
Stomach
What are you
pumping.
doing to Rip?
Saving his life.
I knew you guys were a bunch of fascists. And I start getting undressed.
Just like, I'm getting nude now. It's happening.
Taking my shoes off.
Let it down.
All right, probe me. And I just spread my legs, like hands on my head.
It's like,
We don't care. We're scanning.
Just unconscious, like, ugh.
So yeah, they finish doing that, and then you wake up shortly afterward, and then you wake up, you see Owen is nude in the scanner.
leaning
think
against
I-
his tube.
I didn't think I'd feel any more sick than I do now.
Can
But
I
what
hear, like,
do-
is he like got a, like one of those like back to tank things so
No,
we can
he's
talk?
just-
It's down his
No,
throat,
there's
isn't
no.
it?
Okay.
They took that out.
Okay.
He finished. He's just in a tank. They like put him in. It's more like an explosion type thing.
So
where
can we
they-
hear him or no?
Yeah, you can. Hear
Oh,
him.
okay.
It just echoes. in
Look
there a
back in
little
the
bit.
No, it's not a dream.
Oh God!
I'm
I
naked
wish it
again.
was. More like a nightmare, and I feel awful. What? I was sleeping, and what do they do? I feel
You
awful.
see like a small tank that they have next to them that they've emptied out your stomach contents into.
Hey, you're gonna feed me, right?
Yeah, sure. What do you want? We got like
I don't want to
Some
eat. I don't feel
saltines.
good.
got some rice,
I don't want to sit
Granola
down.
bar.
granola bar.
I don't want to. No.
OJ?
I'm good. You're naming food, and that's just making me feel worse.
All right.
So what do we get with the scanning him and his
Well-
objects?
What do you what do you have on your person?
Oh, good God.
Everything.
I do have a large number of badges, but none of them are his.
As they search your stuff.
Where'd you get these badges from?
Like, they're used in the line of duty. Self-control, can you confirm that I used the badges in the line of duty to complete our missions?
Yes, Operative. Operatives and Captain. He has used them in the line of duty.
I just like staring away.
Self-control. Come in, self-control.
You can just speak to me.
Will you take any of my commands?
Of course.
What has he done in the last 5 minutes that I am not aware of?
I'm pretty sure you're aware of everything. You've been
There's
subject to his nude body.
Okay, what about an hour ago?
I'm not sure what you're aware of. Could you tell me what you are aware of? That might narrow things down a bit.
What was his location from when I had him on level, what was that, level 3?
It was level
4.
that you caught him, and then you caught him on also level 5.
when he had me. Could have bought me dinner first. I don't know.
He came back aboard the ship.
Do you have, what is it called, the trail of his location at the time?
I have a log. It's been submitted to command already.
Okay.
If we have to take much longer, there could be another log in this room. Can we hurry this up, please?
So he's got a bunch of different. He's got an outfit that changes based on what he wants it to be, essentially.
Nice.
He's got a comm unit, his comm unit, a disguise kit, an engineering kit, food. So I like to think that it's field rations, but for some reason I picture it's just like literally granola bars and fruit roll-ups
like
and like
Owen's version of field rations is vastly different.
fruit snacks,
Yeah.
alcohol.
Just the little bottles.
Yeah, the little
hotel
fireball.
bottles.
Little
Gotta wash it down with
fireball.
something.
He's got a fire extinguisher, a glass cutter, a hygiene kit, lighter, thieves' tools, and like 20 badges.
Imagine one of his daily rations is just a bag of Twizzlers, and he
Yeah.
like snips the ends off and then sticks it in the bottle of Fireball and just like sips the Fireball up through the Twizzler straw.
But they're space twizzlers, so
Yeah.
they're
Swizzlers.
Twizzlers.
Yeah, you can do it. I believe it. I saw the struggle.
Bizzlers. That's bad. It just
That
doesn't
just
sound
sounds
right.
really-
It doesn't sound right. You gotta just commit, though.
I can't. I can't commit to it. It's so bad. Anyway,
He doesn't seem to.
So what is he wearing? I mean,
Right now, nothing.
No, beforehand, I'm thinking, and I'm visioning like waiters that are cargo waiters that you have a backpack and a fishing pouch on the side.
No, I had
all this
I had a
stuff that you
big
have
bulky
in it.
backpack, and
Oh,
then my
okay.
outfit is like a changing outfit.
Whoa.
It can look like whatever of these different outfits that I've programmed it to look like can look like. So I can sort of like tap myself, and then I'm wearing my cop uniform. Tap myself, now I look like a service technician.
Oh, nice.
Tap myself, now I look like a tourist.
Oh, so
Tap
it's like
myself, I look like a child.
a nano suit
That's
type
his
of
favorite.
deal.
Yeah,
the child one is the best one, honestly. That's the good one.
I wear that when I hang out with Eric.
So you all are aware that self-control is going to have to go and give that report that you heard at the beginning. So you know that he's about to go and do that.
Can I get out of here? I just wanna lie down for a little
Rip,
bit.
buddy, you look like you could use a break. You wanna go to the zoo, buddy?
I wanna
You wanna
go-
come with us to the zoo?
I wanna go.
We're going to the zoo. We'll avoid the bear exhibit.
You know-
we won't go to the bears.
Is this real life? That's a reference.
This is real life.
Ask Orglord.
You know,
He'd probably know better than any of us.
Owen, I don't understand why you have to make things so difficult. Stealing things from fellow officers, causing
Excuse me,
problems.
Lander again.
Why are you lying?
I-
Give me the reason. I don't understand why.
What?
All you do has
I'm gonna
been
press my suit
causing
up against
problems.
the glass container. I think he's got you dead to rights on this one. I just say,
We had one job coming here.
can we
And you-
afterwards like possibly go get some like some space McDonald's or something?
McDonald's.
McDonald's. No, that doesn't sound right.
That doesn't sound good at all.
No.
Okay. What am I admitting to again?
We came here to do one thing. Why did you have to overcomplicate it and make it such a disaster?
Okay. Okay.
So Rip, before he can get this great explanation out of the way,
I'm waiting for it.
it's going to be really good. You hear on your communicator that they let you out of the tank and they're letting you put your stuff back.
Just
You're
like-
putting your stuff
Like
back
after
in
you
your
just
belt.
after you just get done with like a medical
procedure. So
procedure,
you're
you're just like, I hate everything.
You hear from your communicator, you're like, psst, psst, Operative Raton.
What is it?
Hey, this is Aware.
Oh, hey,
Hey,
how you doing?
I wanted to let you know that they're interviewing with Self-Control right now. He's asked me to also try to follow his line of logic. Would you like me to do that?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay. I will do my best.
I believe in you. You're the best computer ship a rat could ever have.
Well,
You
thank
know
you.
that?
I appreciate that, Operative.
Can't wait till we go on multiple adventures later, and maybe we
Are
can
you-
also take a drive over to the nearest delicatessen.
She's like, do you need me to pick you up, Operative?
That would be nice.
Okay.
I
I will
like
do that.
Yeah.
You painted her like blue, didn't you?
It was blue and purple.
Okay.
Blue and purple.
So you see, pull up next to self-control, which you're in right now. You see this. Oh no, that's right. You went down to the scanner thing. So near the bay of this other big ship that you went on, you see a small blue and purple ship that looks a lot like self-control, but you recognize. So we'll put this out there. Since you recognize the different kinds of ships that they send with different operatives, self-control units usually go with undercover operatives. There is another unit type called Aware that is a lot more like weapons focused, but it's similar to self-control.
Okay.
There also is a third type called Havoc, which is the specifically gun attack ship.
I like that name.
The Havoc ones are pretty fun. Someday you guys will meet one.
Probably
So-
what Tristan's character had on his ship when he was.
I mean, the one that exploded.
Yeah.
So he would have it. He's good. So you see this Aware unit ship pull up next to this. It's painted, of course. the not standard colors, but I mean, there's not like there's a regulation against it.
Mm-hmm.
And you see Rip is like
Listlessly just.
trying to.
Well, I can't find the pad. Can you just open
It's all right, operative. I will open it for you.
Thank you. I'm just gonna go to the room and just lie down for time, and then just walk onto the ship and just.
So,
Yeah, don't even make it to the room. Just up against
Alright.
the door.
I would like to roll a bluff check
Okay.
to mumble out a bunch of nonsense, but make it sound like I'm saying something.
Okay.
But really, I'm just going in logic circles and not really saying anything at all.
Okay.
Like I'm not admitting to anything.
Okay.
But at the same time, it sounds like I'm definitely either confirming or denying what was just said.
Okay.
But trying to like work through the logic of it
Okay.
is like a test.
Now that would be insight from you two,
sense motive. you
or
mean?
sense motive. Sorry.
So,
If you want to contest what he's doing.
I got a 9 and you got.
And
That's plus 5.
that's plus 5, 24.
Yeah, he beats me at 12.
Go ahead though.
Okay, so I'm definitely not going to not say that I didn't do the thing that you're saying that I didn't do, but I did do. You're saying, but I didn't say that I said that I didn't do it, but you said that I didn't. You said I did, but what I'm saying is that there's definitely situations where sometimes you do things or you don't do things in other situations, and that I'm going to have to declare that.
I don't
unfortunately,
care.
allegedly. Okay. I was just
Tell
trying-
the truth.
I was just trying to help you. I was telling you the truth. Just nothing I just said there was a lie. Nothing. Look, the truth is I was supposed to go to the zoo today with Eric, but instead I'm here on Tentacle Nightmare again, dealing with this crud. Saving the universe is not worth it.
Are you female or male?
Oh, you can tell I'm male.
I was naked.
I mean, he's nude, so.
I'm nude, and
Oh, you haven't put your clothes back on.
right,
yet.
and he's and
picturing him-
Owen's kind of a tripod. So
Wow,
It's short, so I mean, it's not
Yeah.
ladies and gents.
So Eric is your boyfriend?
Oh no.
I mean, he's a boy and he's my friend, but he's not my boyfriend.
Well,
this
you're
orphan kid that he does.
so upset about that zoo thing, so I was wondering.
Like,
Do we need him?
Not really.
so I could go to the zoo.
I want my badge back.
Well, you scanned all my stuff.
Just give it to him. I want this to be over.
You want a badge? Hold on. And I like,
His badge.
look, I got
No,
this
I still
one.
got those badges.
I got this.
still
This
have
is a
those.
good one. This is Rip's badge.
I don't think you're.
But Rip is just like in his ship, just like.
He'll face down on the bed, just.
Why are you?
This is the first badge that Doran wore when I met him. And this here.
Never mind.
I promise.
This is the second badge Doran had when I knew him.
I'll request another
I'm going.
badge. All right,
Your
so
death will be my cause. Somehow.
I noticed the ship, right?
Yeah, I mean, they didn't hide or anything.
Nope,
he
So-
just went on it. He's just laying in his room in there.
Common toast.
You get the feeling Owen is proud of his little collection.
Yeah, I noticed. That's why I'm
It's
like,
like
forget
it's
it.
like
not
baseball
even
cards.
worth
He's
it.
just
He's
like,
like,
this was hard to
badge for this
get.
badge. Oh man, you got the cool Rip badge.
Adderall. That's what you need. It's
So am I
something.
free to go or what? Pick a badge. Not this one. And he takes back the first Doran one. Like he doesn't have his clothes, so he just sort of like takes it and like goes to put it in a pocket and realizes he can't, and it's just like
Put your clothes on.
clutches it. It's like, is that an order, sir?
Yeah.
Cool. Start getting dressed.
okay.
This could have been.
But in like the most obnoxious way, like I bend all the way over. Like,
Do like
all of
doors
us.
and-
All of this could have been over in half an hour.
Yeah.
But he needs to steal, and I don't know why.
A kleptomaniac?
I'm
I
heading to the ship.
I didn't hear allege in there anywhere. I allegedly steal.
So you go back to self-control.
Yeah, I don't care about what he's saying.
Okay.
I went back to self-control too then.
Okay.
Welcome aboard, operatives.
Hello, self-control. Had a long day.
Self-control. If I ask you to put me out of my misery, would you?
Absolutely not.
That's the breaking point. It just breaks down from there.
So
As expected.
I call Rip. I'm like, Rip, I think Doran's in one of his moods. Do you think I can just come chill with you unaware? Do you mind dropping me off at the zoo? Can we pick up Eric? I'll get you Space McDonald's.
That sounds great.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna go get my stuff, and then I'm gonna go hang out on the cool ship. Nothing against you, self-control. Just Doran is being a wet blanket with his little teddy bear.
Wet blanket.
You have no idea how incredibly lucky you are. I cannot beat you to death.
So
Like,
I've stopped
I'm-
listening, and I'm just going and getting my stuff.
So you get all your stuff and head
Like
over to
his
the way.
threats to kill me have just become white noise after all this time. Like, so I go get my stuff, make a quick detour into the detention thing to grab Paddington's badge.
now that we're not actually on the mission, Jordan's like this close to snapping.
So
And
close.
I head over to what was it, the Awesome Eric? Is that what we named
Awesome
the ship?
Eric.
The
Awesome
Awesome
Eric,
Eric.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep,
I get on
Awesome
the
Eric.
Awesome Eric.
And Aware says, "Oh, welcome aboard, Owen."
Hey, sup? So
Rip is in the back. He is asleep,
more
more or less.
the pilot's controls unlocked, so I can fly us over to pick
Of
up Eric.
course.
All right, and I'll go up and pilot.
Okay.
I'm going to ask self-control. I was told you had a meeting with our superiors.
That's correct.
Any new standing orders?
No.
No transfers?
And I hear all of this.
Yeah, the ship speaks like over the
Speak.
loudspeaker. You can-
So I guess I ask him, what's wrong with your ship?
I don't know.
Oh,
When we get back, we might
have
have to
very
go full
long
reboot.
days.
Yeah. Very long
See
days.
what I have to deal with
Yes,
on
I
a
feel
daily
for you.
basis.
A little
Get out of
annoying.
here.
A little too annoying.
Okay. We go pick up Eric.
He just self-control's like funneling this out. It's like,
But me and Eric go back and are standing over Rip sleeping.
okay.
Rip,
That's creepy.
Rip.
oh, jeez! Don't do that! Don't. Oh,
Hi, Rip.
dude, I would have. Oh
Have a
God,
good nap.
no, I didn't. It was a
Why?
forced nap.
Oh,
I
how
didn't
did they
want to
make
take.
you nap?
They used the special stuff to put me to
What's
sleep,
the stuff they put him to sleep with?
and then they proceeded.
Cheese.
Wait,
Oh,
what?
cheese.
No,
I love cheese.
I do too.
don't you know that Yosoki have spent millennia trying to get rid of that stereotype, and you're just bringing it back up.
What's wrong with
You
cheese?
just bring-
Cheese is delicious.
Cheese is delicious, but every time I go to a place, they want to, you know what they offer me? Whenever I go to a nice restaurant, they go, hey, do you want some cheese? And I go,
They offer me the same thing.
it's because you're tiny.
Is it sizest? I've never been mad about it before. Now I'm mad.
So now,
Eric, do you get offered cheese?
Sometimes.
bet you
Yeah,
they
but
offer
you're
it to you
small
with,
too now. You'll get bigger, but
No, no.
I bet you they offer it to you with cheese and crackers and stuff too, don't they?
Usually they like to give me like bologna sandwiches.
whenever I order a burger, they ask me if I'd like it to be a cheeseburger.
There it is, see? See?
It's nefarious. Anyway, we have a plan.
What plan? Do tell.
Me and Eric, like, you know, I saw you getting like probed and stuff, and it looked pretty awful. And
Yeah, it
they,
was
they
not
made me
good.
get naked, which wasn't as awful. But we want to go save Orglurg.
Yay! I want to save Orglog too. The kings don't need to have him all locked up and stuff like
Yeah.
that. He'll blow off some energy, blow off some steam, and then.
No, we can't let them know it's us, and we're gonna be the first people they think.
Yeah.
So-
You think they do that to him?
So here's our plan. You remember they have that undead machine at the ladies' club?
Yes.
Well, and I want to like pull up a picture of undead that look like Eric, me, and Rip. Ah!
So
So we're gonna let them be us.
Right. While we're doing the mission, right?
Yeah.
They'll be on the Awesome Eric pretending to be us going to the zoo.
But I really like Dawson Mary, but I like your idea.
Right? So we're at the zoo. We couldn't have possibly kidnapped Orglorg and put him somewhere safe until he wakes up from his super space god coma, right?
I don't like you calling it a space guy coma, because that might be a problem for the later times, but yeah, I like the idea. Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
And you have Big Bear Man, who is unbearable.
Yeah,
And then you
unbearable.
have the dragon guy, who's just Doran. I like Doran, though. He's really nice.
Doran-
really cool,
Doran-
but he's also just like,
Look,
he just seems like he's so wound, so tight, he's about to break, and I don't like
I'm
that.
Doran's biggest fan. And you know he secretly loves me. Like, he absolutely secretly loves me. But he
don't
just
know.
can't show his feelings, and it's so toxic. It's
I
so toxic.
I feel like he feels like you're dragging him down.
Like over on the other ship, like Doran is at like the weapons console again.
I heard you going for it, like you were trying really hard to get that pun. You made it.
Like subconsciously on the other ship, like Doran's like over at the weapons console, like slowly pointing one of the guns at their ship.
Like, I don't know why I'm doing this, but it feels just right.
So,
Excuse me, operatives. I hate to interrupt, but I am going to have to go in for my briefing.
okay, so can you drop us off at the club, and we're gonna have our doppelgangers
No,
come on?
I mean that I can't drive during that time, so I will have to be occupied.
Oh, well, they
I'm
can
just
take the
letting
other
you
ship
know.
then.
Yeah, we can.
They can take my car.
Oh yeah, that's right. You got the car that you procured.
Yeah, I
Well,
bought
it
it.
may be a few minutes if you have time to wait. You don't have to if you don't want to. Though. I understand.
Oh, don't say it like that. Now I have to wait for you.
Now,
You remind me of Orglog.
I do miss Orglorg.
He's my friend.
He is great.
um,
Pardon me, though. I will return in just a moment.
sure.
Stick to the plan.
Yes. So, we could go. Now, I thought,
Operative Green Hills and Raton,
yes?
would you like me to patch you into Aware's conversation?
Yes. Didn't know that was a thing.
Sure, what he said.
I'm not going to be able to do that. I'm sorry. That's against the law.
That was just cruel.
Aware. And then you hear over the comms. Aware Unit 352. Execute Program 16-A. Yes, Commander. Aware, please state your purpose. Yes, Commander. Provide operational assistance during covert assignments at the discretion of Sergeant Streets and Sergeant Stansfield until assigned operatives return to King's Command or new orders are provided. Report all actions and conversations of assigned operatives. Assist assigned operatives with reconnaissance, infiltration, intelligence gathering, combat, single system travel, administration, and communications. Aware, state your current operational status. Yes, Commander. Abbreviated System Diagnostics Report. Mechanical, electrical, and computational systems, no moderate to severe issues detected. Minor hull damage will not affect mission performance immediately. Aware, give your full mission report on the planet Hekorth. Yes, Commander. Assigned operatives Sergeant Streets and Sergeant Stansfield arrived at AO Hekorth 47 days, 7 hours, and 23 minutes past. Abbreviated log of events. Assigned operatives began covert operations under guise of common street thugs. Sergeant Streets meets contact Phil to arrange meeting with the cyborg Alvin Copeland. Contact also provides names of potential associates Jack Folk and George Church. Aware, please state the aliases of Jack Folk and George Church and their current status, and then continue your report. Yes, Commander. Jack Folk, alias Bojo, deceased. George Church, alias Church, deceased. Assigned operative Sergeant Streets meets with the potential associate Jack Folk and returns. Sergeant Streets begins displaying aggression and suggests course of action to gain favor with local criminal organization and remove Greenstone from Hyperleaf and Dreamsilver production. Report includes suggested psychological evaluation of Sergeant Streets. Assigned operatives escalate covert operations, and I am placed on standby. 15 days pass without communication or command. Operative Rip Raton assumes command. Aware, during your mission you came into contact with the substance known as Greenstone. Is this correct? Yes, Commander. Aware, has the contact with Greenstone affected your functions at all? No, Commander. Aware, please report back to King Station 193. Commander, may I make a request? Yes. Yes, you may, Aware. I would like to remain under the command of Officer Rip. Granted, Aware. Self-Control 0254. Please transfer command of Aware Unit 0352 to Officer Rip Ratone.
Yes, Commander.
And then it shuts off.
Imagine all three of us are sitting cross-legged on the floor with a bowl of popcorn, and we're just all sitting there eating it.
Y'all listen. He's just like,
Alright, I'm back.
Hey there, it's good that you're back. You know, you're the best ship ever. Have I ever told you that?
You have, but I appreciate it. That was very kind of you, Rip.
Oh God, I got a new friend.
Where would you like to go? You said you wanted to go to self-control, yes?
Well, we wanted to go
Let's go to the zoo. I just want to go to the zoo.
Well, we can't really go to the zoo, man. We gotta go save Orglord, right? They're probably probing him and stuff, man.
It's just, I'm having a moment, man. Just give me a sec.
All right, you want me to pilot the ship?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. And I'm like, Eric, get him some cocoa.
It's like, okay, no problem.
And I fly us over to the club to pick up our doppelgangers.
Okay. So you see, you two in self-control see Aware go flying directly to where you know is the dance club, the brothel. And if you look through the window, you see they have like an 8-year-old child.
Alleged brothel.
alleged brothel and alleged 8-year-old.
They have
He's
an alleged
allegedly
8-year-old child.
So is
His
that
records don't
Eric?
actually list an age.
That is Eric.
So who is Eric?
Eric is an 8-year-old kid that they met at the church. They went to an actual church that had a bunch of orphans in it, and one of them was Eric. And
He's
then
more or less kidnapped.
He's pretty much adopted Eric at this point.
You're like a
I
massive
actually would like
bad
to say that
influence.
I would like to say I've legally adopted Eric,
Mm-hmm.
but while using Doran's credentials.
Oh,
So technically, Doran
Doran's dead.
is the adopted father of Eric.
Okay,
at this
so you
time.
have paperwork.
Yes.
Well, we'll find out about that very soon, won't we?
Oh boy.
I had his badge and everything when I did it. Like, of course, Officer Doran, you can adopt this child. Thank you.
Sorry. You don't know that yet, though.
No.
And I'm sure that's going to be real fun. So yes, you see both of
Owen
you.
did something to piss me off again.
I don't know what happened, but I know at some point you have like a notebook that's just like Owen did something. I don't know what, but at 1600 on Monday.
I love Doran's dream journal.
Just picture it starts off being like, you know, one of the horror journals where it starts off like all like nice, normal writing, then it starts getting crazy, and it's just like, oh.
And it just says Owen did something. I don't know what.
And then one
but
page
was
just says scratching
It's your
Owen,
journal,
Owen.
His dream
Owen.
journal's just got a big
So
coffee
it's your
cup
kid that
design on
they're-
the outside.
No, he used my credentials to adopt a kid.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So technically,
Legally.
Well, you
you
don't-
are.
Well, you don't know that yet.
Yeah.
just
You
see-
are the father.
Yeah.
There's like 10 people in the audience that like, are like, "Whoa!" All right. So essentially, you know him as Eric, but you see the ship fly by with him driving it, and there is a child, and they're going directly to the brothel.
Good old Eric Cosm.
There he is, Eric Cosm.
Do I even bother asking who's the kid?
Doesn't matter.
No. It's so disturbing.
Yeah.
Their ship is so like, yes, it is disturbing. I agree. Our ship is like, it's an 8-year-old running around like with
Lights
Twizzlers sticking out of his
everywhere.
mouth.
Yeah, he's got like a Twizzler and like a hot chocolate, and you see him running over to a rat man who's crying.
Meanwhile, I'm
Should
like
we-
doing loop-de-loops.
You know what? No, I'm not going to follow them. I'm going to enjoy the peace while I have it.
Yeah, hot cocoa shots with extra marshmallow, huh? Shot.
That's his ship right now. So you guys pull up to the brothel, and of course, the first one that comes out, you see like the door bust open, and Big Mama comes out.
You doing okay? How you doing, girl?
And she's like, okay.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
And she,
Something went wrong in the process.
when we made her, it was all messed up. She has a couple like bandages on her arm, and like a couple like bruises and scrapes, but she seems okay. A couple stitches. She seems okay.
Like, we need 3 of the surprise party, just me, Rip, and Eric. If you know what I'm saying.
Okay.
All right.
And you see Mary.
I don't know
comes
what
out.
she'd do if it wasn't okay.
No kid.
Okay. You're like, oh, that's bad.
So Mary comes out and is like, yeah, I'll get a hold of those for you. Don't worry.
And I'm like, yeah, we're not gonna need the Doran one. I think he's
No.
busy with
Did you already have this stuff planned out?
yes.
What about the bug one?
It's not the right moment.
Ah,
He's
right.
kind of feeling.
Understood.
Yeah.
Hey, cool.
You made one for him.
What?
Who
What?
Here they are. Bye.
Yeah.
Ken Bug?
On the ship, everybody.
What the bug? Ken Bug will come with us too.
So they
Not
all,
healthy. I slam the door shut and like take off.
So now you two, if you're looking into the other ship after a few minutes when it drives back by, you see that now there are 2 of each of them on the ship.
We probably would have hid.
Yeah, we would have hit.
the other
We
2.
wouldn't have
Yeah.
been like, let's go back there.
Yeah.
Show them these cool body
Yeah.
clones of us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
right.
we're basically dropping ourselves off while the doppelgangers fly over to the zoo.
Okay.
I imagine all of them can only, because they're such weak
Yeah,
copies,
they're
can only
very-
say okay.
If you made them very quick, yeah. It's
Yeah.
okay.
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 You going to the zoo? Okay.
Okay. That's $5.95. Okay.
This is bad.
It's so stupid. I love it. Okay.
So me,
They go to the
This
zoo.
is the time
actually,
to
we probably
exhibit.
wouldn't have had a
Okay.
doppelganger Eric. Real Eric probably would have gone with them because we wouldn't want to bring him on the mission.
Okay. I'm stuck now.
So should me and Rip roll stealth
yes, you
when
two
we're out
will
of the
roll
ship?
your stealth. Once you exit
Natural
the ship.
20. That makes me,
Natural 20.
Oh,
Booyah!
God.
What is this?
Oh my God!
We've done it.
We are invisible.
We are.
We're just walking by
invisible.
everyone like this,
We're
and
just
all of
like,
them are just
can
like, I see
I don't
nothing.
think they should see us.
So you guys go into the holding bay where you know they have Orglorg in his metal tank. What are you two doing during this time? Or are you just like sitting like like you've got like a little one of those little Zen gardens and you're like pulling the rake through?
I imagine they're both sitting with a cup of coffee just across from a table, like no talk. Like the most dysfunctional married couple. Just,
It's like, this is peace. This is...
yeah.
So you drink coffee.
Yes. It is my only escape.
I do too.
I hate it here.
Just a tear.
he's like the angry look is still on his face, but there's like one tear going down. Like,
Manly tears.
But he's really mad, so it like steams up.
This isn't happening, but I just imagine them sitting there drinking coffee and they look over and Rip and Owen are like going by with Orglorg between them, like just sneaking by and they're just both like,
Faster, faster. Good.
nope.
Can't let it
Not right now.
So you go into the medical bay where you know that they are holding Orglorg. It's not too hard to find. There is a very specific medical bay. There is a very, very large metal, like, encased object that you're...
Containment unit.
Containment unit. It has like a little window on it that you see very bright, like white light coming out of with just a little
So-
tint of green.
Rip,
Yeah,
I think it's for the best.
yeah.
I think we should do the emergency protocols and launch him to a random location. When he comes to, the pod will keep him alive, and when he comes to, he'll be able to call us and tell us where he is. But if we know where he is, they could torture us or whatever and find out where he is. I think we should send him somewhere random where even we can't find him until he wakes up and contacts us.
Yeah, probably a good idea. I just don't want him to be sent somewhere where somebody will find him, you know?
Well, we can try to program the computer, I mean, you could, to send him someplace that would be both hospitable but abandoned?
Maybe like an abandoned outpost or something on another planet.
Yeah,
Yeah, that sounds like a thing. I'm gonna try to do
but
that.
a random one we
Random.
don't know.
Random.
We can't know, because then if they start to torture us to figure it out where, I don't handle pain well. I will tell them where he is, so don't tell me.
Okay.
Somewhere Doran and the bear are both like, I feel like I just want to hit Owen.
But he isn't here.
If he was here, I feel like I just hit him though. You know?
So, I'm gonna try to program the computer. I'm like,
Random.
Yeah, I know. You want to talk?
And
about
don't make sure that pad erases all traces.
Yeah.
Erases all traces.
Yeah. I'm really worried about you, dude.
I worked on that one.
Gotta build up your pain tolerance.
I workshopped that in front of the mirror.
Okay, and I'm gonna.
Did not sound as cool when I said it out loud.
That. 15.
15. So, you program the, I guess, what are you trying to launch it with?
Basically, what we're thinking is that there's probably an emergency protocol in case Orglorg
Explodes.
like goes nuclear or
Yeah, then they
something.
wanna-
Something that they could launch him out
Okay.
into space.
Yeah.
And we're just trying to direct that launch
So
so that he goes somewhere random we
you're
don't
gonna
know.
you're gonna Spock him out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, empty torpedo tube. Yeah.
Okay. So
He's
yeah.
the most human of the facility.
The most human. The most bug.
Because we don't want the kings to have him where they can do scientific experiments on him.
Right.
Yeah, because they're
Okay.
totally weaponized.
So you both work together to kind of push him into the eject. You know he's watching right now. Hey, Orglorg, watch your body go to space.
He's like, what are they doing?
There it goes. And you
This is the second time we've ejected him into space, by the
I
way.
imagine it's quite obvious considering something just got launched into space.
Actually,
mean, it
we
is.
could launch him just into the vacuum of space because he can survive out there.
Yeah, but what if he wants to wake up and get himself like a little snack? You
Well,
gotta
the
make
pod
sure
will keep him alive until we can come get him. And the pod has a communication thing to call us.
pods don't have like tasty food. I get what you're saying. I get it.
All right, look. And I like put in like a little side compartment like a bunch of fruit roll-ups and like
Okay.
granola bars.
That's a
and,
good idea.
He just said why. He just said why. He's just like why.
Operatives, please give me a moment for emergency shutter maintenance.
So the shutters close on self-control.
I think that's our
Wait,
time to
Has
launch.
he ever done that before?
He has never done that before.
I imagine it's like the 2 key thing. We both have to like on 3. 1, 2, 3.
And so while the emergency shutters are closing, you hear everything starts shaking, and you just hear like, and then silence.
I'm leading this ship.
I can't allow that. Something's going on outside right now, and I think it could be dangerous, which is why I had to close the shutters.
I'm part of the kings. Danger is my thing. Open up.
Not this kind of danger. I don't want you to die. You could
I
probably
do.
die.
Slam the door.
So,
I'm coming with you.
I'm imagining the shutters and all that open once the missile is cleared. So you two, after you fire that, the room is like flashing red.
We should
gotta get
go.
out
Yeah.
We gotta.
I guess Reese try to stealth out.
Yeah.
Okay, try to stealth out.
That would be
19.
19.
19.
Oh my god.
Boom.
So you two go.
I really don't like these guys.
So what are you two doing?
Now that it's open, I'm going to leave. Can I I'm looking about. Do I see like a stream trail of like a ship or rocket going into the atmosphere?
You see very, very far away, you can see the end of some kind of trail somewhere very far away. Like it's dissipated a lot,
Is there anything
this
going
point?
on with like
Well, you see a lot of King's units that are like, somebody launched the emergency protocol. We need to go upstairs and like the alarm's going off. And so I was like, oh man, who did that? Like,
I'm going to investigate as well.
So, yeah, I'm assuming you're going to.
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you are.
Yes.
So you two follow the other King's unit. They go up to the emergency room that you know was the holding bay for something. I'm assuming you would at least guess it was probably Orglark. And you see that the alarms are going off. There's one pod missing. And the King's units are like, well, what happened? Like,
I'm going to immediately go to the nearest like security bay or whatever you would call that. Was there video surveillance of the room?
probably. More than likely. Yeah.
I'd like to review it.
Okay. So you review it. And gosh dang, look at that.
And I'm with them.
Mm-hmm.
Who's that?
Like, I'm like lean out of the way for him to see. Like,
All right, so we get back to
What were
self-control.
they doing?
Now, okay, we need to get into Tinsel's room. They'll never search for us there because she
That's-
never opens the door.
That's right.
All right, I knock on her door.
Yeah. She's like, what?
Tinsel,
What?
I know this is a big ask.
Let us in. Let us in. You won't
You gotta
kill me,
let us
right?
in.
What? Why?
You gotta
Just
hide
let
us.
us in.
So she opens the door like, what do you
Yeah,
want?
we just roll
Just
in.
barely.
Close the door.
That's it.
What?
Okay.
What?
Now, self-control, you there?
Yeah, go ahead.
We need you to erase the video evidence that we were ever there.
I believe they already have it.
Erase it anyway. We have an alibi.
They already have it.
Like they've copied it?
No, they have access to it right now.
So erase it now. Make it a glitch in the system or something. Tinsel, help him.
That would require me getting access to their system.
do we have permission to? Am I allowed to blow up a ship?
Are you allowed to blow up a ship?
I'm asking.
Rip, is there a place we can hide on this ship other
There's
than Tinsel's
loopholes on
quarters?
I
that.
don't know. I haven't like looked the ship over like that. And plus, I have my own ship.
Okay, fine. Well, we have to hide here until they dock somewhere and we can sneak off and get back to our own ship.
I'm gonna call Tinsel.
good
Probable
idea.
cause.
So you call Tinsel, her phone rings, and she's
Just hide under the table.
yes.
I know this is a big ask, but do you think you could take, I don't know, whatever you could fit in your arms that you find valuable and leave the ship?
I guess so. What are you gonna do?
Something I might regret.
You're not gonna blow up the ship, are you?
Don't worry about it.
Don't blow up this ship. I've put a lot of work into this. Don't do it.
I'm going to give you 5 minutes.
It's just one tear.
Come on, man. I can't carry all my stuff out in 5 minutes. Don't blow up the ship. Please.
I have a feeling if I go on, self-control's not gonna let me off.
Self-control, what do you want?
He won't let me off, though.
You don't know. You don't know that.
I think he's been acting mighty shifty.
Well, he's just, oh, look, it disconnected.
All right, we got to take the ship out of here.
You gotta get it out of here.
Self-control. Lock down the ship and give
Elias.
us pilot access.
Or just.
Yeah.
Fly away.
So self-control goes flying.
Yeah,
then you
Doran's just gonna sort of like deadly walk to whatever the weapons bay is, ignoring anyone in his way.
You get a call from Aware, both of you, the other ship that's like, excuse me, Operative Casa? Captain Paddington?
Yes.
Where are they going?
We have no idea.
Oh,
I think we have rogue agents.
oh, well, that's complicated. Would you like to board and we can follow them?
Can we just shoot them down?
Does the main ship here that the King's brought, does it have long range weapons?
I mean, it's an explosive ship. Of course it does. It's a fleet.
Can we just
Destroy
disable their ship?
Yeah.
Attention all King's operatives. Agent Doran Kazum seems to be attempting to shoot down a King's ship. Please stop him at all costs. Arrest Agent Kazum on site. Repeat, all King's operatives.
Belay
Arrest
that order.
Agent Kazum
Belay
on
that
site
order.
and any accomplice in his presence.
Belay that order.
So, a bunch of kings arrive into the room with guns drawn on both of you.
Nice.
And,
This is self-control. These are the two agents that are attempting to shoot down a king's ship.
And so they walk into a room with flashing red lights, a missing canister. They see you two standing there, and they arrest you.
Nice.
Even him?
Oh yeah, he's an accomplice.
Meanwhile, I'm flying
moment.
us to the fleet ship to
Okay.
join up with our former allies for
Okay,
protection.
So you're so you're gonna go get on the Prime Templar
The
ship.
Prime Templar. I forgot about the Prime Templar.
That guy.
Like, call him, he's so edgy.
He lets you in the ship. He just like opens the door and he's like, "Welcome."
Oh,
I
don't
imagine
do
there's
that.
like,
Only one light is on, and
I
there's
imagine
like a fog
like
machine.
the
Yeah.
and then like in the room there's like a video screen behind him that plays his video
Oh yeah,
for when
his
you call
edgy
him.
video. where
Yeah.
you're like,
No, that's
Oh,
not.
that video's so cool. This
Oh,
is the
no.
first time I think I've seen the whole thing.
No, it's
Shh,
bad.
I'm listening to
Oh.
it.
Yeah, you've never seen it. So, you two are arrested, and you two have joined up with the fleet ship, and that is where we're going to end season 1 of Above the Law.
Orglorg's flying in
The
space.
Warlords in space. We're gonna find out what happened with that. That's gonna be entertaining. So thank you all so much for watching. We are going to take a short break. We will be back in 2 weeks. So keep your eye out for it. And we will see you next time. So thank you very much for watching, and may the dice ever be in your favor.
I love you.
Crimes.